Welcome. In this session, I'm going to demonstrate as a practical, so I'd like you to follow along and we're just going to see how we can introduce movement in a therapeutic way in a group setting. So it doesn't matter what age group that you're working with, you would just adjust to suit. For example, you might be on the floor with a 3 to 6 group if you're doing level 1, doing level 2, kids 7 to 12. Um, they could be standing, sitting in chairs. Um, Same with adults, right through to the elderly. If you're doing level 3 and working in a retirement village, um, then obviously a chair is going to be the best way to just share this. And this will be just part of, a longer session. I just want to make short little sessions to invite you to a deeper level of understanding flow form and a deeper level of understanding how the body knows what it wants, and that's what you're going to do uh, with your groups. You're going to teach, no matter what age, you're going to teach them to recognize, to tap in and feel themselves, and that knowing of what the body wants. How does my body want to move? So to do that, for example, in yoga, you take them through one exercise after another, and you can incorporate that into a lesson plan like this. You could maybe warm them up with that, or maybe bring that in later. Um, but they know that sequence, and so you're kind of not quite listening to your body. You can get into the stretch. Don't get me wrong, yoga is fantastic, and you can get into that stretch, and just stay with it as long as the body wants to stay there. Okay, but this particular way of moving, we are asking that client, no matter what age they are, to just initiate one opening movement and then go in and feel and let the body take over. Let the body do it. Let's get into it and just do a practical. We don't even need music. Okay, so we'll start with the breath. And just getting into our body. Bringing our consciousness into our body. Notice what it's doing inside your body. Is your mind in your chest? Is it at your face? Has it gone down to your toes? Whereabouts is your mind? What's it doing inside your body right now? Just let each out breath be a moment to let go of any tension. Straighten the posture, just a relaxed, straightened position. And breathing in, breathing out, relaxing. Okay, now we're going to initiate our movement. We'll do a chest opening movement, which is just to open up our shoulders, the back, reach the hands out into a core distal. Feel the body wake up and want to stretch. Feel the stretch coming up the back a little bit. And roll the shoulders down and around. Feel that chest opening up. And now do what the body wants to do. Everyone will look different doing this. It's what your body wants to do. Okay, so my body wants to push and stretch out at my back. Notice what your body wants to do. And just move into that. And feel the movement. Let the body take over and do what it wants to do. You don't have to look the same as anyone else in the group. Okay, you have to just be into yourself, listening to yourself, listening to where your body wants to initiate movement and what it wants to do. Letting the body take over and wake itself up. Just stay with that. Just move in a way that is right for you for the next couple of minutes. Bring your feet into it if you feel like moving your feet. Whatever's there for you. Just bring that out. And then just come back to the breath. Back into the breath. Maybe the body's still got something there that it wants to do. Acknowledge that. Okay, so now at this point, then you could turn around and introduce a particular movement. You might even want to say, first of all, how do you feel? How was that experience? If they're older, and you want a bit of verbal dialogue in there, and you want to let them have an opportunity to express themselves and just consciously connect with what they did. So it helps them to just bring a little bit of insight to that. So this is how we've just applied some therapeutic movement in a way that we've used our own insight, getting in touch with that intuitive way that the body wants to move. And everyone will look different, and that's what you're really reassuring the group, that everyone should look different. And you might turn around rather than go into an actual yoga movement, you might turn around if you're in a retirement village, for example, and you're always trying to create that interacting, engaging with each other kind of an atmosphere. So you might go around and say, okay, everyone just share one stretch that came to them. So example, I'll start and mine would be this, and so get everyone to practice whatever anyone's sharing. So I was just pushing my back out. That's what my back wanted to do. And you go around and share, everyone can share just one part of that movement and that initiated within them. And add a word at the end to how they feel. But just find different ways to extend the lesson and make it different. And you could bring that one particular little exercise into each week. Okay, so that's kind of like the theme that you're showing, and you need to do that repetitively. So you're showing that group that the body knows how to move, and we can just do one opening movement, and then the body just wants to just take over and do its thing. Okay, and so we're just introducing people to that, because sometimes they need to be taught. The body's not just automatically doing it, or they do, when you're a child, you probably remember you woke up out of bed and your body wanted to stretch and your arms went and you just stretched and you just went with it. And then as you get older, that kind of behavior is not really there anymore. And so we're just kind of bringing that back to give that body that therapeutic space to move in the way that the body wants to move, not so much as, a yoga instructor or a Tai Chi instructor or a dance instructor is going to say, this is the way you will move. Instead, we're saying, just doing a chest opening, nice easy movement just to initiate that body to make its own choice in how it wants to move. Okay, so I'm just going to leave the session there. I hope you actually did that practical. And if you didn't, just do it in your own time. Really get into the practical and embrace it yourself. And that's when you'll go that one step deeper. Okay, most of you have already done the mindfulness course, so you have all that depth of knowledge and understanding of that insight and how important that personal practice is for developing the insight to teach from. And it's the same here. By doing the practice, you will explore and intuitively know how to teach it really well, how to introduce different types of movements to initiate that first movement, and what might feel good if you're going to add some yoga movements after that, or add some Tai Chi after that, to work it into a whole session. Okay. Yeah, share your thoughts in the comments in the group, and just let me know how this is sitting with you, what you experienced when you did it, and how you feel about sharing it, what age group you're going to be sharing it with. Okay, bye for now.